It's important to use an agenda because if you have like stuff going on after school and you don't remember what you did during the day, you can always just look in your agenda.
They help you remember what you have to do and when you have tests, what the test is on, stuff like that.
You never know what's going to come up next, and if you have a test, you know it's in your agenda, so you can study for it.
It's easy to keep track of your homework and what you have to do for the next day.
Sometimes you forget about what you're supposed to do, and especially like if you have sports after school, you don't quite remember what you did in school. So if you write it down right away, then you know what you're supposed to do, and if you put the date on when it's due, you should never be late for your assignments.
So you can plan ahead, and so you'll always be prepared.
Hello, Ellis Scholars. My name is Chris Devine. I'm your assistant principal, and today we are going to talk about agendas. First of all, it's important to use an agenda because it helps you stay organized throughout your day. And oftentimes we think of an agenda as like just writing down what we did during that hour. The real goal with an agenda is to kind of preface out into the future on what you need to accomplish at a later date. And it keeps you organized in the sense that each morning you can be checking that agenda, and each evening you can also be checking it to see where you're at throughout your day and what's upcoming for the next day. A few different options for agendas. You can have a paper copy. You can have one that lands in like a notebook that you kind of keep all your stuff written down based on by day and by schedule. Some of us use our cell phones, so I use my phone as an agenda to notify me on everything going on. I do know though at Ellis we have a no cell phone policy, so you're better off actually using it on your laptops, because through your Office suite and OneNote you can actually access some calendar functions to support you through the day, and you all have your laptops with you, so you could open up those and go through them. But I know as you transition out of Ellis and into the high school and into college, you're going to want to look at some different modes to stay organized and to keep those agendas close to you as you start to navigate the outside world. I think the biggest piece with agendas is it can be tough to get into that routine and to use them and to understand the why. And many of us just think we can just keep track of it in our head and we'll be good. You want to make a routine where you're constantly going back and checking that agenda. So really what you should do is the last 5 to 10 minutes of every class, you want to be diving into that agenda, writing down what you not only did in class, but what is coming up in the next class, and then checking ahead. So if you're leaving science and heading into language arts, to be prepared as you walk into language arts class with everything you've accomplished for that hour and then the next hour. Please know that it takes a lot of practice, it takes a lot of time, and this is going to be something with agendas that's going to take you many different takes to figure out what works best for you. At Ellis, we're here to support you in terms of staying organized, staying on track, and we want to give you the opportunity and the time to make sure that agenda is a big piece of each class and where you're going with that agenda as you navigate through all of your classes each and every day.